NBA champs taking Patrick Baldwin Jr., PBJ, getting in the mix. 6'9", 220-pound freshman. He was a five-star prospect coming out of high school, chose to play at Milwaukee for his father. 12 points, 6 rebounds in 11 games as a freshman in an injury-shortened season. So we didn't get to see a lot of him, Gary, but this guy certainly presents some intrigue, some value here when you take him 28th overall.
There's no question. I like this for Golden State. I'll give it an A because who is Golden State taking at the bottom of the first round who's going to help them next year? Probably nobody. So why not just take a big swing on a guy who, if we did this draft a year ago, would have been a top 10 pick? No question.
Wow, okay.
He was considered, just because he went to Milwaukee, I think most people know the backstory, it doesn't mean he was a Milwaukee-level player. His father was the coach there. On some level, he's trying to save his father's job. That didn't work out, but that was at least part of the rationale behind it. If not for Milwaukee and his father being the coach there, he'd have gone to Duke and been like another first-round pick for the Blue Devils this season. Great size, beautiful shot. This is a big swing, and if you're a franchise like Golden State picking at the bottom of the first round, these are the types of swings I would take.
There's not a team in the NBA that values shooting more than the Golden State Warriors, and in my mind, there's not a player in this draft who has a more pure spot-up shot than Baldwin. And you're 100% right. Let me put this in perspective for you. He was rated ahead of Jabari Smith for almost his entire high school career. I mean, the size, skill combination, again, the trend continues, and he also measured out bigger than expected. 6'10 plus at the combine, a pure release. You're talking about essentially a prototypical stretch four-man who's going to be able to pick and pop, space the floor in the corners, knows how to play, got to get tougher and a little bit more productive inside, but just tried to do right by his family this last year. It didn't work out for him. But I think he's going to a place that values what he does best, and he shoots the ball as well as, if not better, than any player in this draft.
If the Warriors keep this pick, which I'm predicting that they're not going to keep this pick, but if they keep it, he can get ready to play in the summer league and pair up in that front court with James Wiseman. Kuminga will be the 3, and then Moses Moody will be a 2, and you can throw me in that team, and we'll win the Las Vegas Summer League. So, again, I just think this is a situation that he has a shot that's a pretty shot that doesn't really go in all the time.
That's right. Now, that's fair.
But it looks good, and it's probably something with the Warriors player development that if he stays with the Warriors, they can help him develop.
And this Golden State roster is really taking an interesting form now because they're obviously still in a championship window. They just won a title. They are currently the betting market favorites to win next year's title. And most teams like that, dynasties, they get old and they just keep getting older. But you look at Golden State, they've got some really interesting young prospects here. James Wiseman, top-ranked player in his high school class. Jonathan Kuminga, one of the top-ranked players in his high school class. Jordan Poole has developed into a really high-level young player. And now you add Patrick Baldwin, who was a 5-star consensus top 10 guy in his high school class. I mean, when this whole Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green thing is moving in the wrong direction because of age, they're not going to fall apart. They're going to still be good.
All right, we will look ahead here. 2 more picks to go in the first round. Minnesota going to make the 29th selection. Denver slated to make the 30th overall selection. We'll have that coming up here on CBS Sports HQ.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis. No yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.